Hey, want to skip those ads and get early access and bonus episodes of all Banana for Scale shows? Hop on over to truestory.fm/join and discover all the cool perks that come with being a member of the Banana for Scale family. Coming up, we put a party crasher on a bagel. You hear about party crashers. You don't hear about party poopers anymore.
That's because we're the party poopers, Lester.
Yes. When I was young, like very, very young, like hearing that on Saturday morning cartoons, I thought it was a whole different thing. And I was like, well, yeah, like nobody would want that person at a party. That's a house you don't go back to. Greetings, Verse Jumpers. I'm not Lester Ryan Clark.
And I'm not Keenan Diaz.
We're another version of them from another universe, and this is another episode of Every Minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once, a show where we attempt to explain, evaluate, enlighten, and elucidate the Academy Award-winning film Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, so our minute begins with Evelyn saying, overlooking a failing laundromat.
And it ends with Deirdre saying, Mr. and Mrs. Wang, you have left me no option but to authorize the seizure of your personal and your business assets.
Dang, so it's not just a failing laundromat, it's a failed laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What in Bagel's name is happening, folks? How are we going to bounce back from this?
Mm-hmm.
Do bagels bounce?
Oh, as someone who has dropped a lot of bagels in my lifetime, yes, they do bounce a little bit.
Okay. Unless you have cream cheese on them, then they always land face down.
Cream cheese face down.
Yeah. That's one of the constants of all universes. But let's get to the top of this minute. You'll remember we were in the Wong Kar Wai world in that beautiful dingy alleyway outside the theater. Mm-hmm. And Evelyn was answering Foxy Waymond's question of what if. You want to know what would have happened? What if? We'd wake up every day in a tiny apartment. And here, she continues, overlooking a failed laundromat. And then she places her hands on his chest and they slide up to his shoulders as she leans in for a kiss. Except this is not shot romantically. It really does feel like Evelyn has turned to the dark side. I'm getting that from the expression on her face, but also from the expression on his face. He clearly doesn't like this. He may still love her, and maybe that's the reason he's not liking this sudden change in her. It actually made me think of the exchange between Hot Dog Deirdre and Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
That one time where she's like, "It's not wrong," you know.
Mm-hmm.
But here, Waymond pointedly, deliberately refuses the kiss, takes her hand, and gently but firmly pushes it back down as he says, "Think it through. If you don't mean it, please don't give me any false hope."
Yeah, it's interesting because, he's Foxy Waymond, but here he looks so much smaller. I guess, she's been in these heels, right? Because she's a tall woman anyways, and, or not tall, but she's poised, I suppose. And then now she's in these heels. And before, when they've been together, she's been coming up the stairs or, she's been sitting down in this alleyway. So now we're physically making her taller than him.
Yeah.
Now that she's backing him up. And then we're also putting them in strange places in the frame, right? So normally in a default sort of shot reverse shot when it's two characters, one will be on the left side of the frame looking right, the other one will be on the right side of the frame looking left. And here they're switched, so he's kind of crunched into the far corner of this frame. Right. He's on the left side looking left, right? So he just looks small and mousy. No longer Foxy Waymond, mousy Waymond.
Right. And yeah, after he says this, right, like not to give him false hope, we're still in this Wong Kar Wai fairy tale world. And we cut back to Evelyn, and her expression is puzzled, but over it, leaking in from our world, we hear laughter, Evelyn's laughter. And it's not pleasant laughter. I think even before we cut, we kind of get the feeling that it's not like we shouldn't be laughing along. You know what I mean?
Right. I guess we're hesitating to call it a cackle because it's not a villain or something, and I guess but it's something like that. It's like it does feel something's off about this laugh, yeah.
And now that I think about it, the very fact that we haven't cut away, the very fact that we're still holding on this Princess Evelyn's face as we hear the laugh. Now I'm looking at her face. Does it also seem like there's a little bit of disdain and cynicism leaking into her look too?
Right. I was
in the Wong Kar Wai world.
Derision, yeah. But I look at disdain, yeah. I think it could be like, I don't know if you remember what you felt when this first happened, when you saw it for the first time. I mean, but like you've been wanting these two to kiss, and now she's stepping forward and doing that. And I think that you could both feel from Evelyn's point of view, like, hey, we're meant to be together or whatever, and even a little bit of like, ownership because like our Evelyn is used to this being her husband and she can kiss him when she wants to, you know, and then we're really taken aback by this kind of switch, not quite a point of view switch, but a switch in like, wait a minute, no, like this is crazy. Like this is the kind of thing that happens in movies all the time. But like if you were CEO Waymond, you're like, what? I just spent 2 minutes with you.
Right. I mean, like,
the stairs.
we parted and you wouldn't go off with me and we've been like separate for so many years, and then I find you and then like you kind of accost me in this alleyway.
Right. Like, yeah, make like assumptions about me, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and then that laughter kind of like is the dark cherry on top. I think.
I like that, the dark cherry.
Yeah. And yeah, like it's oh geez, I learned this in our Exorcist show. This is an L cut.
Yeah, it's like a pre-lap. Yeah, the sound is coming in from the next scene, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so when you are editing and you have on your nonlinear editing software, you'll have your picture up top, and then you have the audio coming down from before it, so it looks like a little L. And no, I'm sorry, a J.
So I was wrong. Dang it.
Yeah, but then I
had a 50-50 chance.
Then I put my little hands out. Yeah, so I was like, wait a minute, that's not an L, that's a J. So the opposite, an L, would be when we stop seeing the video of the sound, but the sound continues on to the next scene.
Okay, so
yeah.
TLDR or wait, TLDL, because this is audio. An L cut is where, oh fuck, there's two, folks. There's a J cut and an L cut.
Yes.
And this is a J cut because the sound comes first, and then we cut to the new scene where the sound is coming from.
Right. Yeah. It's a pre-lap.
Yeah, and then an L cut would be the opposite, where we would cut to a new scene, but we would still hear the sound from the previous scene.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
That's right.
And as soon as it was out of my mouth, I've already forgotten. L cuts, J cuts.
Just put your hands up. That's what happened to me.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we used to just call them sound bridges, but they wouldn't necessarily, denote like which direction the sound is coming from. So then, once we started doing nonlinear editing, we started saying J cuts and L cuts.
Yeah. But yeah, we cut and we're back in the laundromat, and Evelyn looks like she's been laughing and carrying on for a while. Or maybe like Debbie Dog Mom just like said something and she burst out laughing, like something not meant to be funny at all, and she's just like, Yeah, we don't get a good glimpse of what made her laugh, but we can see really, really briefly, like a couple of frames, that Gong Gong is also laughing. In the way that later on in the scene we'll see, like, Gong Gong is acting like he's been included, but people have been ignoring him the whole party, basically. They paid their respect at the front, right? This is Gong Gong's party, and I think. Well, I have another view of it. I think I don't think he understands what a lot of these people are saying, and he's just like smiling and nodding and laughing.
Yes, yeah. So you could see him very briefly laughing with Evelyn. You could also see that she has thrown a red plastic spoon to the floor, like carelessly.
Yeah.
So you get a couple of frames of that as we're coming in. So it is a pretty like really reckless sort of laughter. Yeah.
It's like, well, fuck it. Like
yeah. Like she has a beer in one hand and she might have thrown this spoon into the air. Like, hey, nothing matters. Yeah. Certainly not this spoon in particular.
Yeah. Fuck you, spoon.
Fuck you, spoon.
But yes, she has got a beer in her hand. So maybe so I think some time has passed and she's been drinking and probably acting strange over here in this world as well. Maybe like we don't know how many people she's like interacted with and kind of like weirded out by this time.
Right.
But she sort of stumbles laughing to the back of the laundromat where the karaoke machine is, and she picks up the mic and she shouts "Xin Yan Kuai Le," and then in English, "Happy New Year." I like how natural it is, right? She's repeating it in English because there's guests here who don't speak Mandarin, right? It's not for our benefit. Well, I mean, it is, but like there's a story reason for it, Yeah. Before this next part, I just want to address the lion in the room. We got a lion dance going on in the background. We're going to see that it's Waymond and the choir. So Waymond, DY, and Craig.
Hold on, Waymond, Wong, Waymond Lee.
Yes.
4 people.
It sounds like a law firm. It's like have you been involved in an accident? Have you been involved in the distortion of reality? Contact Waymond, DY, and Craig and Associates. Right? Okay, Keenan, was there something in the script before this moment about a lion dance? I feel like I remember you saying, oh, there was supposed to be like a lion dance earlier, but they cut it. And I specifically remembering that there was one in the movie a little bit later, and I guess this is the one I was remembering. Has it been mentioned earlier?
In the script, it's a dragon, a Chinese dragon costume.
That's the one right now.
Yeah, that's what the script says here. So
In the script right now, yeah.
Right, yeah. So, when we see the men's choir, Waymond comes over and he's carrying a cheap dragon costume. And then here at this moment, it is, she's about to do her little speech, and we see Waymond, half dressed as a Chinese dragon, looks on anxiously from the office doorway. So in the script, he hasn't quite gotten to doing his dance yet. But I like it here in that when she starts to take over the karaoke mic, she's clearly interrupting some other, thing that everyone else is supposed to be paying attention to. Like, it probably was like, oh, look, there it is. There's this dragon, right? Or lion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the other thing that I was a little bit unsure about. Folks, I looked all over the place, and from what I'm gathering, like the lion dance and the dragon dance are different in how many people there are. Like the lion dance, it looks like there's only 2 people, one for the front and one for the back. But the dragon dance also looks very, very different from this. Like the dragon dance looks much more elaborate, and there's much more people than just like 4. So I don't know if this is like a small dragon dance or a large lion dance. You know what I mean? Like this is the lion dance. Like this is the dragon dance that the Wongs can afford, or this is like a modified version of a lion dance.
Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, I just assumed it was a dragon because I don't know the difference. But yeah, now that you are mentioning that, yeah, all the images I'm seeing of the dragon dances, it looks, the head of the actual creature looks unmistakably like a dragon.
Right.
And yeah, this looks more like a lion.
This looks more like the head that they would use in a lion dance.
Right, and then they put a cape onto it to make it look like a dragon dance. Yeah, because the dragons tend to have pointy teeth, and the lions tend to have rounded off human type teeth.
Right, and they have kind of like this mustache going on, and the fuzzy eyebrows, But yeah, I'm looking. It looks like a perfect combination of the two, because you look at the lion dance, and it's like when 2 people are dressed as a horse.
Right.
So it's just 2 people, and one of them's like operating the head.
Right.
But this one, it looks like the head of a lion, and then like the choir boys are doing like the body of like a dragon, because there's like 3 others, Or is it just our buddy Waymond Lee again? Just it's like oh, lion dance. I'll be the back, and then everybody else is there's already a back.
Yeah, that's funny. Because I could see the Americans who are writing the script, like the Daniels, right, like saying "oh, dragon," and then not really knowing the difference, and maybe Jason Kazvardi, the production designer, overseeing people and not knowing the difference either. But like probably Michelle Yeoh and and Kiwi Kwan and Waymond Lee know the difference, right? So I don't know. They might have come up with a compromise on the day when they say, "oh, you got a lion, not a dragon," and like, "oh well, this is a cheap thing," they're putting this all together. They're doing what they can. This is a lion head from 10 years ago somebody had lying around or lying around. Up. But let's still do the dragon dance, because it's supposed to be this barbershop quartet doing the dragon
dance.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't. I was a little slow on that lying around thing, because I was Keenan. I think we are not the only ones to get this wrong. There seem to be quite a lot of explanations. One that I'm seeing on Facebook, it says, "Lions are not dragons." Say it with me. Lions are not dragons. And there's a picture. There are 2 pictures, and there's one of the traditional lion dance, costume, and underneath it says 4 legs, 2 people, lion. And then we got a picture of a dragon looking very dragony, and it says no legs, many people, dragon. And then underneath that, it says, "Please remember this. Thank you."
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Wow. Okay. So, and then another one, a little bit more friendly. Dragon dance versus lion dance. Okay. Dragon dance, wulong, usually. Let me just expand this whole thing. Usually up to 50 people. Okay, dragon dance, wulong. Usually up to 50 people using sticks to hold the dragon. Dragon symbolizes Chinese emperors, hence the dance symbolizes power, wisdom, and fertility. Lion dance, wuxi, or maybe wushi, performed by 2 dancers at the head and the body. Lion dance have to do with luck and fighting evil spirits. There's also a mirror on the lion's head to scare away evil spirits. Okay. I'm going to say, gosh, this kind of doesn't solve it, because this is There's 4 of them.
Right, but they could be doing it wrong in character.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say this has to be a lion then, right?
Well, we're not going to be able to solve it because I think that the Wongs, they're putting this all together. They're having both a Mandarin and Cantonese, New Year's party and a lion and a dragon. It's both things at once. I think.
Hang on, lion dance or dragon dance. This is like more than anything else. This is like I feel like I have to get this right. I feel bad for not getting this right.
No, I don't think we have to get anything right. They got it wrong.
Hang on. Both the lion dance and the dragon dance are staples of Lunar New Year. Damn it!
Right. I did see that. Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't help me.
They want to have both, but they can't afford it. So they've stapled a lion and a dragon together.
This is everything, everywhere, all at once.
And they're all fine with it. They're having a good time.
They are. Why aren't you, Lester? Okay. Well. Okay. I just didn't want to sound like I was talking about something I didn't know. Well, I mean, no, that's exactly what it is. I'm talking about something I don't know about. So.
Yeah, but the Daniels don't know necessarily,
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But I did see that the longer, a dragon dance is hard to pull off at a small party, I think, because it's supposed to be like the longer it is, the luckier it is, the more fortuitous it is. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, but you're saying the script says dragon right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I could have sworn, Keenan, in another episode, you had said something about a lion dance that was cut. And I remember specific. No? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Maybe it was in another universe.
You know the show better than I. So you because Lester has to listen to the show so closely, he knows what I say much better than I do. So I just say it once, but Lester has to hear it dozens of times to edit it and quality assurance it and all that stuff. So
and even then I get things wrong and forget things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you were correct about what I said.
Okay. Yeah. I swear like you had said something about like Waymond was like preparing like materials for a lion dance or something like that. And you said, it's like, but we don't see that here. And I'm like, oh, but I remember seeing it later. But I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, just the dragon that I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we're both wrong. There we go. Hey, nothing matters anyway, right?
That's happened before, yes. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
But they've been doing this dance, and they're in the far reaches of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like they come out of like the cashier booth or whatever, and it's like, oh, everyone, look at this! Oh,
like it was a surprise, like they made an entrance. And...
Yeah, and then maybe people are clapping or whatever, and then they get to the first corner of the laundromat. They're probably supposed to go all the way around, and then Evelyn throws the spoon up in the air. It's like, hey, this is about me now,
Yeah,
because certainly the look on Waymond's face when he takes the dragon mask off is one of like, what is happening? And if it was like, hey, we've been doing this all, we've been like wearing this dragon as a costume, all night and talking to people or whatever, I don't think it would have this like, hey, why is she talking right now?
Right. This is like an interruption of like a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we said we put a party crasher on a bagel. And and I thought we were talking about someone else, but maybe we're talking about someone else.
Yeah, she's the party pooper.
Well, no, I hope nobody's a party pooper. I don't.
That's a party poopist.
Prejudice against party poopers?
I guess you weren't at this party in Las Vegas when I was in college. It was a really
If it's about what I think it's about, I think I would remember it.
It was a really cool house party.
Okay.
And it was on this big backyard, like, one of these houses near the desert, and gigantic backyard. And there was a big trampoline and a big pool and like a barbecue area. And there was a bunch of, I don't know whose house it was, but just friends of friends of friends. And there were dozens of us there. And we weren't allowed in the house except to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, everyone, college kids, stay out there. Like whoever's mom this was, is like, stay out there, and you can come in to use the bathroom. That's it.
Okay.
And party is slamming, really great. I was introduced to Purple Drank. Not that I drank any of it, not alcohol, but that was the first time I heard of Purple Drank.
Oh, okay.
So,
not the opposite of Sunny D.
That's purple stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Purple drank. Okay.
Purple drank. So then all of a sudden, the mother of the house comes down and says, "Everybody, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Somebody shit in the floor in the laundry room! Everybody, get the fuck out of here!" And people were like jumping over fences and stuff. Like, whoa! And then in all that, I'm like, "Wasn't me!
Damn.
Somebody took a shit on the floor in the laundry room.
I love how the way you're telling this, Keenan. It makes everybody seem guilty.
Like we as a group.
Because
party.
because the way you told the story, they all scattered like raccoons who had been caught.
That's how it felt. Yeah. Maybe it was like I don't want to be accused. Like I don't know if this lady's gonna like grab one of us by the scruff and be like, "Did you shit in the laundry room? Did you?" And I'm like, "I guess I did, ma'am. I don't know."
It feels like you were all rooting through the trash, and she turned on the back porch lights, and you're like, and you all scattered. no, like you weren't all going to one place. You just jumped the walls.
That's how I remember it. That's how it felt for sure.
Like I would be there I'd be like, somebody did what? Unbelievable! My word!
Let me
Who
help
would
you.
do such a like
no, we got found out.
Damn. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I was not at this party. Or was I, folks?
Or were you? Oh no, the party poopist.
I don't know what to say to that. Do they? Okay. Was it found out later? Like, do they maybe have a dog that was very sick or something? Did Kuma come along?
No, that's the trouble. I don't. This is one of the few times I went to a party that I can remember where I didn't even know whose house this was or whatever. I don't know if I knew. I don't think I remember at all. Like why I was there at all.
Wow.
That's how crazy cool of a party it was.
Damn. Well, I guess I got to tell my story now.
Okay.
Boy, party pooping is a lot more common than I thought. So this was in Japan. I think it was like my goodbye party. Because I was leaving and I was going to Hong Kong, and one of my students, who she was an adult student, she was kind of like the rich lady in this small town that I was living in, and she had kind of like hired me to like have conversation practice with her, but she was just like this sweet old lady who like also just kind of like helped me get acclimated to the town, and she would like host parties and introduce me to people, and she would like kind of help me become integrated into the town. Like oh, they're having a festival, you should come. Like I have like a guest of honor seat, and like you'd come with me and experience the party and all that, right? And so she was the one who threw this party. She's like, "Oh, Mr. Lester, you're leaving, so we got to give you a good send off." And she invited a bunch of people, and then she invited like all of my friends, like other English teachers and other folks that I had become friends with in like this town and like the next town over, because I was kind of like going in between towns, because that was the other town was like where I did like stage acting and stuff. So everybody was there, and we all, had this great party. It was like half traditional Japanese style. That was Yoko's kind of planning of it. That was her name, Yoko. She even did a hyotoko dance for us, which is like let's see, is it No theater or kabuki? Hang on. No, it's no theater, which is like that's a mask in Japanese theater. In Japanese no theater, is the hyotoko is this funny guy. If you it's just HYOTOKO. If you look, you'll see his face. He's like in the shape of like a peasant who's blowing on a fire to make it larger. Oh, okay. But he's like this like trickstery, funny character. And she did the hyotoko dance. We played some games. They toasted me. And it was just lovely. And she set us all up, like me and my closest friends, in this inn. So this Japanese hotel. And next morning, we woke up, all of us, just like hungover, and it was like, oh, it was a great party. And, we got up and we left, and we all kind of like went, home. And then she called me later that day, and she said, Lester, and it's just like super polite, just super like nice. But like there was like a hesitance in her voice that that was uncharacteristic. And she's like, Lester, one of your friends left something, in the room. In the bed. And I was like, oh, okay, like a phone or a keychain or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, thank you for letting us know. Like, what was it? And she was looking for the word. She was like using a translator, and she was like, feces? And I said, what? And she said, And she was like, you could tell she was going through all the synonyms in the dictionary because she's like, shit. And I was like, there's no way. There's no, like, this must be a translation error. Like, oh, one of your friends left some shit in the room or something like that. Like a colloquial, like, no, somebody shit the bed and then just left. And this was, and again, Keenan, this was like, she was more than a client. She was a friend, and she was like, she even said like my Japanese mom. That's how she referred to herself, because she she was taking care of me during my stay in this little town, and she set up this whole thing. She paid for this whole thing. I forgot to mention she as a gift for me, she got one of her other friends who made kimonos to custom make a fitted kimono for me, like as a goodbye present. So all this nice stuff, and then she's just like being really nice and really like polite about it. It's like, Lester, one of your friends shit the bed and then didn't tell you or me or anyone about it. Do you know who it could possibly be? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't imagine.
You know the suspects. You know where and you know what.
Yeah. No, as soon as she said it, was like, oh, I know. Yeah. Let me talk to him. But,
that old chestnut. Yeah.
Yep. No, that was yeah. And now with your story, I'm like, is this more normal than we think, Ken?
That's alcohol for you. That's that purple drink.
Yep. Yeah, folks. I feel like we shouldn't have to say this, but don't shit anywhere except the toilet, especially at somebody's party. My goodness. Yeah. Okay. Luckily, that did not happen here.
Oh no, much nicer here.
Yes, much nicer. Right. We're just the revelation that everything is meaningless. Right? But yeah. Okay. Back to our movie. She has said Happy New Year, right? In this like overly happy, almost delirious way. Right. And I really like how Michelle Yeoh is able to give us this what starts out as a seemingly happy and joyful proclamation of Happy New Year, but then you sort of see that she's maybe a little too happy, and it feels like everyone else is also picking up on it. You know what I mean? Like
immediately, yeah.
Yeah, but the ones who do pick up on it immediately, right. But then there are still some who I think they don't realize. In fact, okay, yeah, the next shot is like the whole party in microcosm, right? It's our lion dancers. It's our 4 lion dancers, right? And they're kind of like representing everybody at the party, like in their like spectrum of like understanding what's wrong, right? And we cut to them as Waymond takes off the lion head, and you see this look of concern, like, wait, what's going on, right? I know my wife. She's not normally like this, right? So he's puzzled and a little bit worried about her, like concerned for her, right? And then behind him, D.Y. Sao is just puzzled, like straight puzzled, like what the fuck, right? Like you can see him, and then behind
I was doing my lion dance.
Yeah, like what, lady, what's going on, right? And behind him, Craig Ng is just having a good old time. He's like, yeah, Happy New Year, right? And then, last but certainly not least, our favorite, Waymond Lee. Keenan, what is going on his face?
Well, he is at the end of the lion, so he's the last to know.
Yeah. Yes.
It kind of goes through the telephone game of body language here. And he looks very very upset. He looks very disappointed.
He looks like something's about to go down. Or no, Keenan, he looks like he just got in trouble. Like Evelyn's gonna be like, everybody, someone just shit in one of the dryers.
Yeah, no, we had to put a new
Get
sign
the fuck
up.
out of here.
Right, no shoes in the dryer, no shit in the dryer. God damn it.
But no, like he even straightens his jacket.
Right.
like there's gonna be a fight or something. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, like that's the whole like spectrum of like reactions here.
That's
right?
great. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. But yeah, we cut back to Evelyn, and we're looking at her from the opposite angle now, kind of like from where the boys would be standing.
Right.
And behind her, out of focus, we can now see Joy.
Joy? What are you doing in here?
Yeah.
She was outside.
What is going on? Yeah, we see her, Becky, and 2 other ladies, and then Debbie Dog Mom. And it's hard to make anyone's faces out, but once again, we kind of get like a spectrum of expressions, right? Joy is closest to Evelyn, and it looks like she, or Jobu, is watching this like she knows exactly what's going on. It's almost like the same kind of like disdainful expression or like I'm winning expression. You know what I mean? Right? This interest, like seeing, like watching Evelyn kind of like fall from grace, right?
Yes. This line in the script comes a little bit later in the dialogue, but I think this is right here. So Jobu says, Jobu nods in excitement. She is finally seeing it.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's kind of what this looks like.
Right.
And then behind her, we got Becky, and it looks like she's like politely smiling, but doesn't know what's going on. Like, she doesn't know yet that anything's wrong. She's just like, oh, okay, I guess this is the time when, you know, the head of the family comes up and has a breakdown. That's how these parties go. Like, and she's just smiling, like, yeah, okay, all right, I'm up for anything, right?
Right. Yeah, she's got her, because they've all got drinks in their hands, right? So Joy has another beer like Evelyn, so she's matching, and then everyone behind Joy has solo cups or something like it. Yeah.
And then we got our two ladies, our two party guests, one in red and one in light blue. So maybe a little bit pink and blue.
Yeah, that's Laurel and Yanny.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. And now that I look, I mean, that it doesn't look blue. Actually, it looks white and black. No. But yeah, they also
Laurel in red and Yanny in the blue. Yeah.
Yes. They also seem to pick up that this is a little unorthodox. Like, seems like maybe they think Evelyn's just drunk, though.
Right.
It's like, oh, she's drunk, right? The one in the red also kind of like shakes her head, like oh, geez, what's like let's watch this train wreck or whatever, right? And then you got Debbie Dog Mom, who just met Evelyn this morning, presumably. Right. And she looks concerned, like maybe the most concerned outside of Waymond. Do you see this?
Yes, absolutely.
And like that stuck with me. I was like, lady, you just met this lady, like, but you're like, oh no, like what's wrong with the laundromat owner, right? And then perfect button. The last person we see is a black gentleman whom I don't believe we have met before. But he's also smiling, kind of like Becky, like, oh, maybe this is part of it. I'm just gonna smile politely. Because like maybe this is a skit. Maybe they like the lion dance is part of it, and this is like some fourth wall breaking stuff. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. You come to the Wongs party, they get you $5 at the door, and they do little skits like this.
Right.
They do August Osage County right in front of all y'all. Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah. But folks, the first thing we notice is Evelyn herself. I love the expression Michelle Yeoh is giving us. It is scary. It is unhinged, but it is a controlled unhinged, if that makes sense. It's a hinged unhinged. She's in total control. She just figured out the rules of the universe and the rules of the game, and the game is pointless. And you see all of that on her face right here. And it is frightening. And she says, another year, pretending we know what we're doing. But really, we're just going around in circles. And she puts some venom on that last part, going around in circles, right? Just in case you were wondering, is Evelyn okay? No, she is not okay. For one, she's talking about circles.
Everywhere I look around this place, there's circles.
Freaking circles. And we see that Waymond sees it too, right? We cut to him. He looks even more concerned now as he makes his way over to her. He does manage this lame little like smile to the audience, right? He looks into the crowd, like, "Yeah, everything's okay, folks," right? But Evelyn is still talking about going around in circles, doing laundry and taxes, right? So this then is the antithesis of the famous line, right? And I guess like the summation of the two philosophies, right? The two main philosophies of this movie, right? Nihilism and existentialism, right? There's a meme for this movie it's the one where it's like two people are on the bus and one is looking out into this dingy dreary landscape, right?
Yeah, they're on opposite sides of the aisle, so they have different viewpoints of what the bus is seeing.
Yeah. And they made one for, I think it's Evelyn and Joy, and the sad one looking out at the dreary landscape has this thought bubble and it says nothing matters, and the happy one looking out on the happy landscape also says nothing matters, and I think here it is in the movie, right? We have Evelyn, influenced by Jobu, talking about the circles and the cycles in our life, right? Specifically, laundry and taxes. And she's talking about it with disdain. Like this is all there is. This is all we are. We're born, we do laundry and taxes for a number of years, and then we die. All our lives really amount to is a pile of dirty clothes and a pile of receipts, right? We are just boring forms and numbers. And I didn't realize it the first time I watched this, but we're supposed to carry this like hopeless feeling with us. Like, this is all we are, until Waymond says that line and shines a light on those things and makes them beautiful, right? To be with someone, like to be with someone and to love them in a way so that doing laundry and taxes fills your life with meaning and with joy. Hey. But yeah, this must be like the antithesis to that future line. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're even going to, when he says it, it's as if he's responding to her giving this speech in this other universe. But I don't believe so. I don't think that she in that alleyway has used that phrase with them. She's just talking about them being separate. But so it's as if he is privy to this alternate life of hers and this feeling
like
she
that.
has. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like the two universes are in conversation.
Yes.
And he's answering back to laundry and taxes is meaningless.
Yeah. So when we get there, I mean, like, so when we get there, we could talk about this again, but the meaninglessness of life is at the heart of, like, so existentialism. Like, again, we were joking on our other show about, or maybe the show you know them better about Nietzsche and how like high school sophomores read Nietzsche and then you're like, oh yeah, he's right, everything sucks, everything's terrible,
right,
there is no point to everything, that's how I feel right now, and then they never finish it because this is difficult reading, and then they never get to the point where he's like, so what do you do about that?
Right.
And like, how do you see beauty in that? And so, like, the similarly, like the myth of Sisyphus, right? So the Greeks had Sisyphus, who was forced, was condemned to go at the bottom of the hill, and he'd push this boulder up and almost make it to the top every day, and then the next day it would reset, and he'd have to do it all over again, right? And that's how the Greeks just saw all of life, I suppose, right? There's like, well, that's just what we do, right? And they didn't have a religion that had good news at the end, right? They didn't have gospels that said, like, well, if you do that well enough, you're going to get into heaven and be at the right hand of Zeus or anything like that, right? It was that's just what life is. Just deal with it, right?
Yeah, that's the fate of us lonely humans. We're not, we're never going to go to Mount Olympus or anything like that. We're just we're born, we toil and suffer, and then we die.
Right. And then the closest they got to the good news was like, that all happened and it's not your fault, it's somebody else's fault.
Right.
Like someone, thousands of years ago, somebody else fucked up and screwed over the gods, and that's why you're doing this. It's not because you're inherently bad, it's just the way the life is. So that's the closest they have to, like, good news. You're not uniquely bad. Right. This has been set in stone for you. Right?
You're just really, really unlucky.
Oh, but not really, because everyone's in the same boat.
Well, yeah, like the unlucky part is that you were born.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So what is I guess the best you could do is die in battle or something.
Well, that's okay. That's Norse mythology is that so there is a hell, or it would be Helheim, where Loki's daughter Hel, Hel, lives, and people go to Hel or Helheim in Norse mythology because they lived an empty, meaningless life. So they didn't do any. So dying in battle is one way, and probably like the most common way that people would try to get into like Valhalla. But it's basically just like if you were like if you did anything of worth of worthy of like stories, like if you conquered a land, or if you won a battle, probably, or something like that. I don't know exactly, but not just dying in battle, but like doing anything of worth. And if you just I think today, like a life most of us want, if you just want to do, laundry and taxes with the person you love, then in the Viking world, you would go to hell for that because you didn't like add your name in the book in a special way.
Right.
You just kind of like lived quietly and died peacefully. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Greek version is Elysian Fields, where you would, so I think that is the easiest way, is to like be heroic in battle, but there are other ways to it as well.
If you wrote an epic poem or something.
Yeah. So what do the rest of us do with the myth of Sisyphus? So we'll come back to that. I know some, philosophy majors know where I'm going with that, but like, the layperson just thinks of Sisyphus just at face value what the Greeks did, and then we will come back to that with existentialism and like see like, well, what do we do with that? Like, how do you find beauty in being Sisyphus? Yeah,
I like, from what I understand it, the difference between those two, right, nihilism and existentialism, is both of them arrive at the same conclusion, but in a different way. It's like one of them is life has no meaning, so like what's the point of anything? And then the other one is life has no meaning. This is existentialism. We are in charge of appointing meaning to anything. Like we make our own happiness, we make our own joy, we make our own meaning. And that's liberating. It's like we can because there is no central like point to the universe, we are in control of it. We can say what is up and what is down.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. But no, we're not there yet, folks.
But yeah, so we're at the like I said, high school sophomore version. But like I think anyone who is seriously dealing with those questions has to go through a dark spot, to really consider that, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be that type of journey. Yeah. Yeah. And I love. Talk about people not reading the room. But like as Evelyn is saying this, she's like laundry and taxes. We get a close up of Gong Gong drinking, and he like smiles like, "Hey, laundry and taxes." Right. And I think like to your point previously, Keenan, I think he's when people are speaking English, he's just kind of like smiling along, and he was like, "They're probably talking about me."
Right.
They're probably congratulating me on his great party or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think we are meant to laugh at Gong Gong a lot in this movie. I think that watching it again though, it does like because this man is vile to his daughter, and to his son-in-law and all of that. But like I think there is something to the kind of thing that started as a joke when we were describing it, but like they do, as a lot of old people in wheelchairs, they do just kind of park in places and be like, we're going to live our lives and you just sort of sit here, Gong Gong, so I think that is happening, but yeah, you're meant to go like, oh, you're a silly old man and you're kind of terrible, so
evil, yeah,
you're kind of evil, yeah,
you're kind of like one of the bad guys of the movie in one universe, yeah. But yeah, Evelyn tosses the mic onto the table, like a mic drop. And there's some feedback, and then she takes out our old friend, the divorce papers, specifically the page where she has to sign. And she's doing this all while looking very pointedly at Waymond. Then she takes out a pen and she signs her name. We got a close-up of that. And then she looks at Waymond, who appears to be in shock, and says, "No more running." Meaning what? Meaning no more being scared. I'm just going to embrace the chaos. Like, fuck it, you want to divorce me? Fine.
Yeah, in the script it says no more running in circles. And perhaps Evelyn is just too drunk to even finish her really badass line. Like she's been thinking all like, because she also has the papers in her big comfy sweater. She has them in her pocket of the sweater.
Right.
So again, she has been in this body. She has been in the woods in China and in a 1920s prison movie and jumping on. She's been in a cartoon, etc. But she's had those divorce papers on her the whole time, apparently, just waiting for this moment. So like, obviously, like everything in a movie feels like it is moment to moment. Like, oh, this just occurred to me. But I can also see here, like, I'm going to find the perfect time to say this, really badass thing. I'm like, no more running in circles. But then it turns out I'm just drunk and no more running.
Okay, so that's
no more running.
No more laundry and taxes.
What does that mean? No more running.
No more shitting the bed.
No more shitting in the laundromat.
Okay, so because I say this a little bit down the page. Has she been drinking then? Or is this like she's drunk on nihilism? Like she's just
beer, but yeah. But yeah, she's drunk on. I was gonna say power, but powerlessness maybe.
Like everything everywhere.
Powerlessness, yeah.
Yeah. Having seen the abyss, right?
So she signed these divorce papers. Waymond has not signed it. So so his little tab is blue. Hers is pink. Blue versus pink. Very nice. Very, very evil. So so she signed hers and then is like passing it on to him. And so it's now like she's taking the first steps, even though they're literally like his divorce papers he made to serve her.
Right.
Right. Now she is acting as if like, now this was my idea the whole time, like I've got them and I'm going to, hand this off to you. And like, like you said, like, fuck you, but also like this is what I wanted always, not that you gave me this idea.
This is this and we know by now, folks, right, that that the whole thing with the divorce papers with Waymond was it was a tactic to try to get Evelyn's attention and to like actually sit down with her like for once and like talk it out with her. But she's taken it as like, oh no, you want to do this thing? Let's do this thing. Right.
Like you're too weak, like calling his bluff. Like you haven't signed them yet. I've signed them. You're too weak to do what you even want to do. And so do it now.
Yeah. But folks, before we can even react to this, we hear a voice say, "Excuse me, where are the owners?" And Evelyn turns in the direction of the voice, almost as if she knows who it is and was waiting for her. And I'm thinking about it. Of course that's the case, right? Because she's like Jobu now. So she sees everything everywhere, right? So she she turns like almost it is like, yes, right on cue, right?
That's interesting. So the phone call could even be like, when Deirdre has called her, it's like, where are you? It's like, well, you'll come to me, but like this path will make it so that you'll see me.
I see everything. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Right. That's very interesting.
Yeah. And we cut, and it's Deirdre. What are you? Happy New Year.
So the Wongs, or at least Evelyn, think that she's a little racist, right? They're like, she hates Chinese people, or she hates immigrants, but she might serve primarily Chinese people in this this office of the IRS, right?
Sure.
But I could also imagine her coming in and go like, what the hell is all of this? All of this red? Everything's red. New Year.
I have so many questions about this.
New Year was last month. 6 weeks earlier. Those New Year's.
Mrs. Wang, is that why you're so late with the taxes? Like, do you not know what month it is? Like, yeah, if we wanted to paint Deirdre a little bit more racist, maybe, yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, no. I have so many questions about why she's showing up and the way that she's showing up. But like, yeah, Evelyn turns and it's Deirdre, and I know Deirdre's not out of breath in this scene,
right?
But it looks like she rushed here,
right?
Does that make sense? Like, there are ways you can come and do this, but she's doing it like time is of the essence, you know?
Yeah, it feels like she is so offended, right? Like, so why do we have to do this at 8 o'clock at night, right? Why do I have to spend my time out of office? Like I should be at home watching TV with my cats, right? Yeah. But so she's so offended by this that she gets on. She's like, this will not stand. We have to do this tonight, even if it means I'm going to be up till midnight, ruining these people's day.
And I got to fill out a police report
and like ruin my day too. Like this has ruined my day, so let's ruin it for real.
Okay, this is my question: is this last chance, Deirdre? Like with the cookies, like last chance. Like you have until what was it, 6 p.m. to come back here and resubmit. Is this that Deirdre? And okay, you didn't submit on time, and now I'm coming for you. Or is this, you crazy lady, you punched me, and now I brought the cops? Because wait, because Keenan, it feels like both.
Right.
And until doing this show with you, I just assumed that both of those things must have happened in this universe. Because if we're saying that Evelyn didn't punch Deirdre in this universe, doesn't this seem a little extreme? She was supposed to drop off the paperwork before Deirdre left for the day, and she didn't. It's nighttime. And instead of waiting until the next morning, Deirdre went to the cops and then came all the way down here after hours to seize the laundromat. And like also just like the sense of urgency, she comes in like she's been chasing them all around town, and she's like finally caught up with them, cops in tow. I never questioned this before, but this makes more sense if the punch happened. Otherwise, she would just like wait until the next business day. And like, would she even show up herself, or would she just send the repo people,
Right, but the version, I hear you. It feels like both of those things happen, but the version that gets punched in the face is not waiting at the office for her to come back around.
Right.
Because the version that gets punched in the face,
there's a manhunt.
There's a manhunt. Yeah, they evacuate the building, and Manila Mel is around.
Has become, what did we say, like Burgundy Berry or something like that.
Right, everyone's out there. Yeah, so those are mutually exclusive, but yeah, emotionally they're not. They're the same person, right? Yeah, I like that a whole lot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one of the things that is not quite cut out of the script, but it's kind of trailed off. You can't quite hear what Deirdre's saying after. Mr. and Mrs. Wang, you've given me no choice but to authorize the seizure of both your personal and business assets. And then it just goes da-da-da-da-da. And the script says you have 48 hours to vacate your home. Otherwise, we will have to remove you by force. And I think it's smart to let that drift off.
Right.
Because then it introduces the movie's over in 48 hours as opposed to... No,
like we still have time.
Tonight they are getting kicked out of their house, right? Even though that doesn't make any sense that they'd be kicked out that night.
Yeah. On Chinese New Year, on like in the middle of this party.
at the Wongs party, the event of the season, yeah.
Yeah. But like, no. Keenan, this is literally Deirdre coming in being like, everybody get the fuck out. This is out.
And they're all raccoons.
Yeah.
They're all climbing up the
walls.
They're
all raccooning. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody
raccoons, yeah.
Somebody didn't submit their taxes on time, and then you got D.Y. Sao and Waymond Lee. He's like got some tax secrets, and he's like, oh. And they all just assume that they're each talking about them, you know.
Right. Well, that's why Waymond Lee is in America, because his life as a movie producer was filled with malfeasance. Yeah, even for Hong Kong in the 80s, he was particularly dirty. Like, oh, gosh.
Uh-oh. So, okay, that, I couldn't wrap my head around the extraness of Deirdre coming here herself, crashing this party, because Evelyn didn't submit on time. Like, it just seems so, like, over the top. Like,
she is so offended by Evelyn. There's something about her that. So this is the version where she didn't get punched.
Yeah,
where
she said shut up to her, I guess. Like
on the phone, right?
Yeah.
That she. I think that. Okay, so in the version where she doesn't get punched and she says last chance, I think you could make the case it's like she is, as I said before, like going out of her way for these people, like mostly because of Waymond or whatever, right? But Waymond has convinced her to give her like super secret extra probation, you know, like this is last chance was really 3 meetings ago, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, you know, this guy Waymond is so nice. Maybe I've even met Joy and I like her. And now they show up with the old man. And it's like, oh, Deirdre, you softie, you're doing this again, you know, and then you've never done it with anybody, but these people just seem nice or whatever. And then Evelyn doesn't show up. And then she gets the phone. She calls her, and then Evelyn's like, "Shut up! None of this matters." And it's like, after everything I didn't go to my own Chinese New Year party. You know, I've been waiting for you here at 6:00. Like, I made an ass of myself to my bosses. You know, who are like, "Oh, why are you giving them?" She might have done even like, you know, bureaucrats do this. You know, like don't follow the rules or whatever, and give people chances all the time. You know. Cops pull you over. Yeah, exactly. Cops pull you over and they're like, "Oh, you seem nice. I'm going to be nicer to you." Or, you know, my mom worked at the DMV and that happens. Like, "Oh, I should be doing this, but like, I'm just not going to do that." And you just have, you know, like people do that all the time. And so like Deirdre,
for certain demographics, cops are nice. For others, I don't think that ever happens.
Sure. Yeah, I got pulled over very egregiously, and I was on my way to set. I was acting, and I was in a suit and had a cross on my
Across from where? Sorry.
And it was the nicest any cop has ever treated me. It was like, oh, hey, yeah, definitely should be, you know, giving you a ticket or whatever. But like, okay, see you later. So I looked, yeah, because I was in costume as someone who should be respected.
I love that you were, that it was a costume. Yeah, it's like somebody getting pulled over and they're dressed as a nun for a movie. And they just played up. It's like, well, I was going to the charity bake-off, and
right,
yeah. Mother Superior will be so upset.
Oh, I'm just on my way to one of the painted ladies to take care of the three little Hillard children.
Yeah. I'm going to the hospital to play the ukulele, and that's why I was speeding, officer.
Oh yes, it's so important. But yeah, I could see a version of this, you know, if like Deirdre were a bigger character than she is in this movie, where we would get some of that, like, I tried so hard, I embarrassed myself, you know, I was trusting these people, and they thrown in my face, you know.
So do you? Okay. Because Deirdre strikes both of us as somebody who doesn't have a lot of friends.
Right.
And I bet she sees Waymond as the closest thing to a friend that she even like considers. Like Waymond is nice. Waymond gives me cookies.
Right.
Waymond is always polite to me. Waymond, you know, it's like, I don't know about his wife, but like Waymond is nice.
Right.
And okay, I'm playing it out in my head now. Like maybe this was her. It's like, okay, well, you know, like I like you kids. You guys are nice, and you know, I'll do this thing for you, and because you're my friends, right? And maybe, you know, maybe Evelyn or even Waymond don't consider them friends. Well, maybe Waymond does, but
Waymond I think considers everybody friends. Yeah.
Yeah, but for Deirdre, this is like oh, I have like a friend,
right.
And then they don't show up. And then you call them, and the wife says, "Shut up." And then I can see a very kind of like lonely, very hurt Deirdre reacting in this way now.
Right. Yeah.
Like how, like I trusted them. I broke the rules of my job for them. And then you go there and they're having a party, and they didn't invite you.
Exactly.
Okay, now I see it. Okay. Oh, Deirdre, just have some cookies. We have egg tarts, and we have treats and drinks at the party, but you have these fucking cookies.
exactly.
Never again, Deirdre.
Never again.
What did I tell you? She says this in the mirror. Don't trust anybody.
Yeah, I think we'll see this a little bit because Waymond is going to convince her yet again after the biggest outburst from Evelyn.
Right.
But like, I wouldn't be surprised if like Deirdre is like they remind me of my. She says that Evelyn reminds her of herself, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Deirdre sees Waymond and reminding her of her ex, but like the good aspects of it, and like, oh gosh, this relationship is like me and my ex in some ways. Like I am a lot like this woman, and the husband is constantly like cleaning up after me being so harsh, etc. And so I'm going to do this, for selfish reasons, like to like prove that like someone like me, a hard bitch like me can do things right.
Right. Like this is like Evelyn. Like Evelyn, I tried that life. Like you're just going to end up in despair. Like I'm doing you a favor by seizing your property.
Right. And you don't even like cats, so you're going to have a much sadder life than me.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Wow. Okay. I didn't think we would get this deep into Deirdre.
Oh
but I
no,
love
Deirdre. It's my girl.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So now that makes a little bit more sense. And we see that she's followed by a couple of cops. We got a black cop and a white cop. Is that white cop Salsa Cop?
It is not, though. I see. Okay. They both have the
mustache.
The mustache. The other one had more of the porn mustache.
Okay, all right. I was so excited, but then I was like, oh no, it's not.
Yeah, the other one was Dan Brown. He's credited as police also. Not Dan Brown who wrote the Da Vinci Code, but another Dan Brown. Yeah, so he's credited as police salsa. And this one is credited as laundromat police.
Okay.
Timothy Ulick.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, so
name.
He's a stunt person. So I think this is another one of them where he's a stunt person and he's doing some stunts on this movie, and then they give him a bit part like this.
Right. Who's the other guy? Do we have his name?
Nope. It just says laundromat police. And it's just a picture of Timothy Ulick. So the other one who we don't see as well on camera does not have a credit that I could find.
Dang. All right. Well, if you're that gentleman, then write in to us, folks. Guy. Yeah. Banana for scale mail. NEIL.
Yeah. His other credit on Everything Everywhere is stunt coordinator and supervising stunt coordinator. So, but I don't know. I would love to know more about this because there are a lot of stunts in our movie, obviously, but it's also a cheaper movie, and on the kind of movies that I've been much, much cheaper than Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oftentimes there are different teams of stunt people who come in for parts of the movie and other parts, and like on smaller movies it's not always like one stunt team. It could be a couple of them. So I could conceive of a version where the Lee brothers are the stunt designers and coordinators for certain things, and not all of them.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, this party is properly crashed. But another thing we might have missed, folks, and this confirms that last one was intentional. Behind Deirdre, outside, walking by the window and looking in, is Jobu/Joy. So that is intentional. She is everywhere all at once.
Yeah, I'm glad you found that. I was watching our minute a lot and then didn't see her until the 10th time watching the minute. Oh, there she is back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never noticed her before. Did you?
No, not until I was, watching this minute by minute.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, like it's one of those things where you almost don't need to see it. It just you kind of like subconsciously get a vibe, like in Stanley Kubrick's stuff, where it's like you don't notice what's making you feel a certain way, but you do feel like you're being watched. Yeah. And yeah,
so we're going, just to be clear, so we're going from one shot with Evelyn signing the papers. It's sort of a wide shot, and we see Joy behind her.
Joy's right there. Yeah.
Right. And then we cut to Deirdre, and then Joy's outside, kind of walking parallel to the cops as they come in. So they're kind of hidden sometimes. So yeah, it is meant to be an impossible shot. It's not a problem with the continuity, or
it's not a mistake or anything. Yeah.
Right. It's definitely purposeful.
Because it's this character, it's Jobu, so it's definitely it's like showing us that she is everywhere. Yeah.
Right. And she's looking in like she's sneaking in, like she's proud of herself for being in this shot without you noticing.
Yes. Yeah. And she's kind of watching it all play out like the window is a TV screen or something.
Right. Yeah. So if you wanted to pull that up, this is 1 hour, 36 minutes, and about 45 seconds in. And it's a very interesting performance from 70 Shoe in a shot where she probably understands that if everything goes right, you're not even seeing her.
Right.
You're not even noticing her. But yeah, it's a very interesting take that she does.
And that's a level of commitment that I don't think I would be able to do because my ego is so huge. It was like they would have to do so many takes with me because I would like mug or I would like make or I would wink or something like that, and the Daniels would be like, "God damn it, Lester, we're not even going to do this now because you can't just be subtle."
Right.
You know, they're not supposed to see you, but I want them to see me.
What am I here for?
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm going to shit on this floor. I'm going to shit on it.
Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Deirdre spots her prey, and she says, "Oh, there you are, Mr. and Mrs. Wang." And she's holding out a piece of paper and jabbing it at them, sort of like pointing at them with the piece of paper. Do we know this paper? Is this an important paper that... It can't be the receipt.
No, the receipt has gone into the bagel.
Okay.
So I think it's literally physically gone from the universe.
Oh, that's what that shot was. Like it fell into the... okay.
I think so.
Like it ceased to exist? Like
I think so. Let's keep track of it and see, if we see it again. But yeah, it's a big sheet. This is an 8x11, and
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seizure orders or something?
Yeah. She's holding it up like it's seizure orders.
Like this is her like a talisman. It's like, I have this thing now, and this is going to allow me to take your laundromat.
Oh, it's so... I'm looking... I'm scrubbing through. There's a shot that it's so close to being readable, but I don't think it's going to get there, no.
Oh, okay.
It's moving very fast.
Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, we also we see another party goer behind her, this young black lady, looking puzzled and concerned. So there's a lot of people at this place.
Yeah.
Dang. But yeah, Deirdre continues. She says, "You have left me no option but to authorize the seizure of your personal and your business assets." And as she's saying this, we're over Deirdre's shoulder. Gong Gong has turned around in his chair. Okay, what do you think he's thinking right now? Because he we're assuming that he can't understand her.
Yeah, but he did see her before, so he knows who this is. Well, he thinks that this is the lady who's going to help them buy another laundromat.
Right. And so
why
is she
so
my
mad?
party?
Right.
Why is she so mad? Yeah.
Right. And we're out of $5 bills.
Right.
So it's a very inopportune time for you to be here.
Yeah.
Why are you late to my party?
Yeah. Mrs. White, you didn't tell me the time I needed to be here. Right. I also love, we see Rick. He's standing by the washers, and he's never seen Deirdre before. He doesn't know this lady.
He doesn't like her.
No, he doesn't. And his expression, I think, is the expression that I would have. I think like he's like, what are you... Like, no, you can't do this. Like, I know these people. These are good. These are nice people. Like, also, this is their party. What are you doing? Like, that's what I'm seeing on his face.
Yeah, not to stereotype Rick, but I can imagine him being, anti-government type of this Fed is coming in here and messing with my friends, and so now I'm gonna, I can imagine he is going through all of these fantasies you have in your head sometimes of like, I could stop this right now. I could beat up all these.
Do you think?
All these feds and.
Do you think in another universe, like he steps up, he's like, you'll have to go through me.
Me.
Oh, I can see that. I think Rick would do that, right?
Or at least want to. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do against two cops, but but I can see him. I can see him like if the cops put their hands on Evelyn, I can see him jumping in, right? Like jumping in with Waymond and trying,
I mean, that's a typical male fantasy. I think most of my male. I don't know. Well, let me ask you then. Like, have you ever waited around a bank? Like in a long line,
and hope it gets robbed,
and then you're like, oh, somehow I'm gonna, elbow the bank robbers in the face and save everybody.
Right. Yeah, I think that is like a common thing, like because, oh, geez, and
that happens to me all the time. I always think of that, even though I've never been in a fight in my life. I'm like, I'm gonna stop some terrorists with my cleverness.
I think more so now. I just like. You see all the stuff on the news, of people getting abducted, by ICE and stuff like that. And I've seen more than one person like on, in the TikTok comments being like, why don't these happen near me? So I like with the implication being like, so I can do something about it.
Right,
and I mean, I'm not, I'd be lying if I said, I also didn't feel, I also didn't like, I feel that way too. Like I like it, but then the reality is you never know how it's going to go down, like when something finally does go down. Like I've never witnessed like, an ICE kidnapping. But there have been moments in my life where like later on I'd go home and I'd beat myself up for not stepping in. Right.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I would do. I would shit on the floor of the bank.
And save everybody. Because then the bank owner's like, everybody get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
And the bank robbers, not realizing that they definitely weren't the ones who shit on the floor, would be like, oh. And then they would run away. And they even look like raccoons because they have the little masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. And everyone would clap.
Yeah. No, there, like I didn't go to a gathering. like it was like a party with a group of friends. And apparently I forget why I didn't go. It was like I don't know, maybe I was tired or whatever. But apparently it did get violent there. And when I reconnected with everybody the next day, they were all like, it's like, oh man, we sure could have used Lester there. He would have put a stop to it. And that's what they said. And I remember, I specifically remember because there was a friend of mine who had that exact thought, and she was confiding to us later. She is like, I always thought that like if something like that did happen, I would like exactly like you say, Keenan, like I would be tougher than I was.
Oh, wow.
And she was really sad about it because like she behaved like I think like any normal person would, and I think and she was the one who said to me, it's like, oh, but Lester, if you had been there, and I had to like think like, but would I have put it like,
right?
Because you never know until it happens, you know. And I don't think the people who do step up and like stop something dangerous from happening are the same people who fantasize about it. I think it just triggers in them and they just do it. And I think what I'm saying is you could be one of those people or you might not be, and you won't know until it happens.
Right.
Yeah. And with my friend kind of like feeling bad about like not doing anything in the moment and then telling me, oh, you should have been there. It made me think long and hard. It's like, but would I have done? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like you say, Keenan, it is like a fantasy. I think for a lot of guys, it's like yeah, I'd show them like if I was there, you know, but yeah, I don't know. Like the proof is in the pudding, right? Like, we won't know until, we're actually tested.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I like to your point, I think, yeah, Rick is totally one of those people. Like, I think he's thought about that before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's protecting Evelyn specifically.
Specifically protecting Evelyn.
Like, look at this little guy that she's with, and I'm a big guy.
I'm like, and these are both my friends. Like this family. Like I'm, isn't that weird? Like if we're right about this, Deirdre coming in here, it's like you were my friends and you betrayed me, and then Rick like also like defending his friends. Yeah.
Everybody loves the Wongs.
I mean, how can you not? Yeah. But yeah, we can also see Waymond. He's holding Evelyn, almost like he's holding her up.
Right. Because when she's doing her speech, she's slumped against the washers, Yeah.
And she's kind of like staggering on her feet. And it looks like Waymond is like holding her and keeping her steady. Right. But again, folks, Michelle Yeoh steals the shot. Evelyn is standing and smiling and sort of swaying in this very unsettling way. That's obviously, like we said, I think it's supposed to look like she's drunk, but what she's really drunk on is seeing the Matrix, right? Understanding everything and everywhere, and just like cynically amused, like Jobu has been for most of this, right? She even has the little head tilt that's reminiscent of Jobu. And our last shot is a close-up of Waymond and Evelyn. Waymond is shaking his head in disbelief, but Evelyn is smiling, and she has her fingers tented Mr. Burns style. Do you see that?
Excellent.
Right. What does that mean? Is she contemplating something? Does she know exactly what's coming up? I guess she does.
Based on the way that she does it later, I think she might know the whole time what she's trying to do here.
Yeah, and this is kind of like an impish, amused pose.
Right.
That's going on right here. Right. That's our minute. I really liked this minute. There's so much that we discovered in this one. How about you?
Yeah, very, very fun. And we got our Deirdre back.
Yeah. Right.
Anytime she shows up. But this is like our Deirdre, I guess, sort of, kind of.
I guess. Is she merging with all the Deirdres yet? Or does that ever happen? Or is she...
Great question. Find out next time. Every minute of everything everyone wants.
Yeah, before we go, Keenan, I just want to pose you a question that you have to answer right now. But yeah, it's about to pop off, as they say. Who says that? I don't know. But for now, folks, this has been the 97th minute of everything, everywhere, all at once. I've been Lester Ryan Clark. You can reach me in all the universes as Lester Ryan Clark.
And I've been Keenan Diaz. In your universe, I'm on Instagram and Letterboxd as Howdy Keenan.
Yeah, we got our Facebook listener group, Banana for Scale. That's a community for all of our shows, including this one. It's a private group, but just request to join and you'll be sucked into the banana. If you want more, consider joining us at truestory.fm/join and look for Banana for Scale. That's us. You get bonus episodes of all our shows, access to our Discord, and you get your episodes a week early and ad-free. Pretty cool. Just $5. If you're not sure about that yet, one thing you can do that's absolutely free but would really mean all the universes to us would be to give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to our show. That and sharing the show by word of mouth or on social media is going to help our little podcast grow and find more cool people like you. All right, time to jump. Let's see. You know what? You pose that question, Keenan. In this situation, would you step up? And I think while this is all going on, I'm going to grab that mic. And I'm gonna start singing. And I'm gonna sing, "You've got to fight for your right to party." And they can take it one of two ways. Let's all fight, or let's all party.
Let's all party.
Yeah. Come on, Barbie.
Well, before something happens to it, I'm going to run upstairs and I'm going to get the security camera footage of two joys at once.
Oh.
Outside the window, inside the window. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
You're going to make millions off of that. All right, there we go. Okay, Keenan, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
So this dance is either a lion or a...
Dragon.
Dragon these nuts. We're not going to see the dragon again. It's our only chance, folks.
Yeah.
I know I had to rush it in the last minute.
Keenan, I'd be lying if I didn't say that didn't make me laugh. All right, folks, and with that, you can always count on us. The constant of all the universes is we're gonna ruin a funny moment with some really bad jokes. That's our contribution, and then we're out. All right, folks. Until next week. 1, 2, 3.